Hello, dear. Myself Priyanshi, and I have a question for you. How do you manage to achieve the expectations of your parents and teachers?
So, hey everyone, I'm Sanjana Kaushik and I scored 92.2% in my board. So, you are asking me that how I met the expectation of my parents and my teachers. So, honestly speaking, it was not quite easy for me. There was lots of distractions, doubts, and at the time came when I lost my track completely. But at the same time, during the last 30 days, I stayed focused, and this is how I achieved 92%. Thank you.
You manage your time between the subjects. Then I agree that it indeed is hard to balance time and subjects, but all you have to do is find out that what subject you are lacking in. Like maths and science, they usually students find it difficult. So pair these subjects with easy ones. And at last, I want to tell you that never doubt yourself. Always believe in yourself and you can achieve it. All the best for your time.
Hello, my question is, what was your strategies at that time?
Hello, my name is Neha. I scored 92.8 in board examination. So, here's the answer of your question. First of all, do not take stress and do not overthink. Understanding concepts is important. First of all, consistent number of hours doesn't matter, consistency matters. Thank you.
Hello, Vijay. My question is for you. How can I score good marks and what was your formula?
I would like to give a suggestion that how you can perform well not in exams but in future also. It is good to set goals, but if you are thinking about them all the time, then you won't be able to make it. Instead of doing this, you should focus on your routine system, and that's it.
Hello, Krishna Bhaiya. My question is that as there are 6 subjects, so how can we give a dedicated amount of time to each subject so that we don't feel pressure in our mind?
First of all, you need to remember that motivation is temporary, but discipline is permanent. And there are 6 subjects, out of which some subjects require deep understanding and conceptual clarity, like maths, science. To them, you can give some extra hours, and the subjects that like languages like English and Hindi, you can avoid them for a period of time, but at the later half of the year, you should also start paying attention to these subjects. For example, my friend is here, he doesn't like the subjects like Hindi and English, but for the last 1 month, he studied them with full attention and scored very well in his exams.
Hello, I would like to ask how have you achieved your goal?
So first of all, thank you for having me here. My name is Gunjan, and for the question that is in the room, that how we achieve our goals. So here are 3 philosophies on which I strongly believe. Number 1, success is not a destination; it's a journey, and you should enjoy that. Number 2 is you have aligned to your actions, but never to the fruits of your actions. So focus on doing actions. At last, all matters is that you did hard work, you did your best, and that's all you need to do. So these are the things which help us to achieve our goals, and this will help you too. So thank you for the question.
Hello, I would like to ask how did you manage your time throughout the year?
Throughout the year, I manage myself to study for a particular time period, like from 8 p.m. to 11 p.m. In between, I also used to take some gap to refresh my mind. I used to do dancing and everything that I like to do in between that time period to refresh myself, my whole body, my whole brain. And whatever the teacher taught us in the school, I just used to go home and revise everything whatever teacher has taught us. Also, I choose progress over perfection.
Hello, my question for you is, for me maths is a difficult one, so how did you deal with math problems?
Hello everyone, my name is Sohla Singh. I scored 97.4% in my board examination. To answer your question, I would like to say that to overcome the fear of mathematics, you have to do daily practice of it, and you have to stay to your teacher's guidance. They will teach you nice, and you will also score better in your examination. Thank you.
Hello, my question for you is, how you overcome or reduce the exam pressure?
Good morning everyone. I am Swasti Mittal and I had scored 93.8% in my board exams. And the answer of the question is, for me, the meaning of pressure is called the area. I don't know pressure in any other context.
And you should also follow this because pressure does not suit on the students. Okay, enjoy your studies and do not take pressure. Ignore what the others are saying to you. And in case if you don't get the result you expected, so there is no need to be disappointed. This will not stop you from moving forward. Stay focused on your efforts and achieve success.
Hi, so my question is it important to maintain a strict schedule at time of exams?
Hi everyone, myself is Dawn and I scored 90.2% in my board exam. Take small targets, do not take bulk of it. And if you take bulk of it and you are not able to complete it, you will be disappointed and you will not do it again in setting time. So make timetable not your priority but target your subject and your topic to study every day and be consistent. Thank you.
Hello, my question is how do you maintain your sleeping schedule at the time of exams? First of all, I want to introduce myself. I am Archit Singh, who has scored 92.8% in class 10 CBSE examinations. And I would like to suggest that don't compromise with the sleep, as we all know that sleep plays a very vital role in our preparation journey. So don't compromise with your sleep cycle. Sleep well and take a 6 to 8 hours sleep. And sleep well doesn't mean that you're sleeping for 12 to 14 hours because it will just make you lethargic or lazy. So just that's it.
Hi, my question is how can we achieve good marks in our board examination?
Hello, my name is Rishabh and I scored 93.7% in my board examination. My best suggestion I can give you is to make your own notes. It is very simple. You just have to write what you have learned about a particular chapter in your note. Secondly, do not take stress. Trust me, it's the worst thing you can do for your board examination. Just stay chill and study the field. All the best.
Hello, I would like to know that how do you study science and can you suggest me some books that help you to score good marks?
For a subject like science, all you need to have is conceptual clarity. You know, science is divided in 3 parts. So you need to prioritize which one you can do better. For me, physics was very hard, so I prioritized it and I gave extra time to physics. That's all.
Hello, my question is what is your favorite subject and in which subject you score highest marks?
Myself Archit and I got 93.2% in boards and my favorite subjects were maths and AI. The reason for that is pretty simple. In maths, there is not one way of solving a question. You can use your brain and find another ways. Maths is given to us for a reason. In maths, subjects like trigonometry. And so the people think that there is not use of trigonometry in your life. But if you think clearly, these chapters are given to us to improve our brain cognitiveness. Second, AI. In the era of today, AI is compulsory for everyone. And last question, which subject I scored highest, that was AI, 100 out of 100. Thank you.
Hello Bhaiya, my question for you is that how can we, when we get school homework, we can't get enough time for self-studies. How can we balance it?
Hi, my name is Anshua and I scored 95.4% in board examination. So, my answer is how your schedule should look like. Basically, day is 24 hours long and you just have to divide in 3 equal parts, 8 hours first slot, 8 hours second slot and 8 hours third slot. Basically, your first slot is given to your sleep cycle and your second slot should given to your school time. But the most important and the most valuable time is your third slot, which is given to your skill learning and for your conception clarity. Because these data you can have some self-studies, can solve previous questions which can help to build your confidence in upcoming examination. Thank you and all the best.
Hello, Dee. My question is how to be consistent in study.
Okay, so consistency. Let's divide the answer in some small steps. Step number one, start with small goals. Like for an example, write down in your diary that I have to complete this particular topic on this particular day. Because we all know, and let's be honest, that our small todays make our big tomorrows. Now, step two and most important is that you have to stay disciplined towards your goal. Don't wait for some motivation videos like or some reminders. Just do it by yourself because the best you can have is inner strength. At last, I would like to say a very important thing, and that is a mark sheet never decides your worth. Most importantly, before being a ranker in a newspaper or somewhere, be a thinker in your life. And that's all that matters. Thank you for the question, by the way.
What was your parents' reaction and relative reaction when they saw you score this good?
So when my parents saw my result, they were literally extremely happy. They were like, okay, you have done well. But at the same time, I was not happy. I was a little disappointed because my aim was to score 95 plus. So yeah, that was the reaction of my family.
Okay, so talking about the reaction, then when I saw my result and I was at the 90%, and I was like, I expected 95%, what is this? But then I took a moment and looked back at my journey. I was at 85 or 83, not even not having confidence to speak, and just a part of the crowd. But here I am sitting, I am speaking, I am confident, and that's all that matters. People will think that 90% is not, good, or in today's world, 95 plus matters a lot. But for me, I think I stood out both on academics and skills also. And we should remember that in today's world, all the institutes are looking for a skilled human rather than someone who is having high scores. And I have both, so I'm very proud of myself. That's all.